Hi everyone. This is a trauma-sensitive yoga class. So when you're ready, we can begin. Feel free to take a moment to find a comfortable seat, either sitting on a chair like I'm doing right now, or sitting on the floor. And take a moment to notice the space that's around you. You might notice the walls, or maybe the ceiling, and any other objects that are in the room. Just place your eyes on one object for, say, 3 to 5 seconds. Maybe label it. So if you see a lamp, you can label it lamp and just stay with it for about maybe 3 or 5 seconds. And then move on to the next item that you see in the room. We'll just do this for maybe about 30 seconds. We're not trying to pick out all of the items, just whatever your eyes happen to notice. And just stay with it for a few moments. Maybe notice the shape or color. And then move on to the next thing. For another 10 seconds. So often we don't take time to notice the things in our immediate surroundings. So this is an opportunity for us to come back into the present moment and to really notice what's in the immediacy of this moment. Okay. When you're ready, take a moment just to kind of maybe wiggle a little bit in your seat, just to kind of feel the bottoms of or to feel your legs or sit bones in the chair or on the floor. So kind of get a sense of the contact your sit bones are making with your seat. Just noticing any sensation that comes up. You can rock side to side a little bit, forward and backward, just to feel the sensations in the bottoms of kind of in your sit bones or at your legs. Okay, and then if you'd like, we can make a kind of a circular motion, just kind of circling our body around. And you might notice your core muscles beginning to engage as you circle around here. Just getting a sense of our core. And feel free at any point to pause and go the opposite direction. Just kind of circle around the opposite way. Okay, and then when you're ready, if you'd like, you're welcome to place your hands at your knees. Kind of placing your hands at your knees, whether you're sitting on the floor or in a chair. And just kind of round your back, round your shoulders. You may, if you're on a chair, you might want to scooch a little bit forward so that you can round your back without obstructing it with the chair. Just kind of rounding. Looks kind of like this. And rounding your back. Now you decide how much space to have between your sternum and your legs. So for each of us, it might be a little bit different. Just kind of rounding. And you may want to take a little bit extra breath in as you breathe in. That will help to open up this space here in your back. Just kind of breathing in, maybe a little bit deeper. And then when you're ready, reverse. Move in the opposite direction, bringing your sternum forward and lifting your chin up. Again, you decide how high to lift your chin. That's your decision. That's your choice. Lifting your head up. And then again, kind of coming back. So this is called a seated cat-cow. Just lifting our chin and then lowering our chin. So feel free to go at your own pace. If you want to go slower than I'm going, you're welcome to do that. You can also go faster if you'd like. We're just kind of trying to get a sense of our body, especially our back, seeing how our back feels at this moment. One thing you can try doing as you're doing this, you may want to breathe in as you lift your chin and breathe out as you lower your chin. So you're welcome to try that if you like. You could link your breath with the movement. Another option here, another choice, is to not link your breathing with the movement. So if you'd rather not pay attention to your breath, that's okay too. You just kind of move when you're ready. Move forward, moving back, faster or slower. Maybe with your breath, but maybe without. Okay, and then when you're ready, come on back to center. So your body's in center. And we can do some things just for our hands, is kind of drawing our hands forward, kind of stretching our wrists a little bit. You might feel this a little bit in your wrist. You can also turn your palms outward like so. And just reach them forward. Maybe going back and forth here a couple times to feel a little stretch here in your wrists. If you'd like, you're welcome to reach your arms up over your head. So my palms are facing up, my palms are facing down here. Just reaching them up over my head. And you decide how much space to place between your palms and your head. You know, you could have your elbows straight, or you could have them bent. And how much you bend them really depends on what you're noticing in your shoulders, maybe in your back, or even in your wrists. So feel free to take a moment to decide how much you would like to lift your arms up. You can use the sensations you're feeling here to help you make a decision how high up to lift your hands. Okay, maybe just continue that for a few more seconds. Take a moment to notice, if you'd like, notice the flow of your breathing. Okay, when you're ready, perhaps take hold of one wrist and just kind of pull it to one side. You're welcome to try just kind of pulling it to one side. You might feel a little stretch here in your side. You may want to take a little bit extra breath in here. And then come on back to center and switch. Take hold of the other wrist and draw it to the other side. Maybe take a little bit extra breath in here. Now I'm leaning kind of like this, but for some people, just a smaller lean might be enough. That might be enough for some people. So you don't have to go, all the way down. This really depends on your body. Switch, see how it feels here. Maybe some people would like to stretch their arms out a little bit. Others may not. Kind of depends on your shoulders and your back and how they're feeling today. Okay, let's take a moment just to rest our arms. Maybe you might notice as we're resting our arms some shifts in the sensations in our arms. So just take a moment to, see if you notice any shifts or changes in your arms. And maybe as you're doing that, you might also notice your breathing. You might notice the flow of your breathing. So just, if you'd like, you can look at your arm to see it there. See if you notice any shifts or changes in the muscles of your arms. Like, for example, my arm's feeling kind of tired now after lifting it up over my head. So I feel a kind of sense of, kind of feels rested. It feels like it's rested. So I don't really want to move it much. But you may have a different experience with this right now. So just see what you notice. Again, you may notice also just the flow of your breathing as you're sitting here. Okay, then when you're ready, maybe we can do a little turn of our back to one side. So if you'd like, take one hand, place it at your opposite knee, and your other hand behind your back, and consider just kind of turning your back. You could start from uh, your core here, just beginning to turn to one side. And you can use your hand on your knee to help kind of turn your body, and your other hand behind you. You can use your hands to help you move here. So you may want to lengthen your back up a little bit and then turn a little at a time. You don't have to turn all at once. You can kind of start from your core and work your way up through your shoulders. So maybe your shoulders start to come around. And then the last thing might be your head kind of looking behind you. So you could have your head turned and looking over your opposite shoulder, or you could have it looking forward. You could have it looking forward. Either way, you're going to get a little bit of a stretch to your back. And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch to the other side. Switch your hands to the opposite knee and behind your back. And do the same kind of thing. Just take a moment to notice the sensations. There may be a different feeling in your back, in the muscles of your back, when you turn the opposite way. It may not feel the same. For some, it might feel better. For others, it may not feel anything. And for still others, it may feel worse. So we're just kind of taking our time to notice any shifts or changes here as we begin to turn, and use those sensations to help us make a decision with how much we're going to turn our body. Okay, and then coming back to center. And then let's, maybe we can close our class today with a few breaths with movement. So starting out by just reaching our hands up over our head as we breathe in, bringing our palms together down through the middle of our body as we breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in, maybe one more of these. And breathing out. Okay, and then we'll just take a few moments just to rest. If you'd like, you're welcome even to close your eyes for this. So you can have your eyes opened or closed. Feel free to sit back in your chair or even to lay down on the floor. And you're welcome to try either one, just leaning, resting your back, resting your eyes, maybe softening the muscles around your forehead. And we'll just do nothing for maybe about 15 seconds. Okay, feel free to continue on your own if you'd like with this resting. You can rest for as long as you have time to do. And thanks for taking some time out of your day to do a little bit of trauma-sensitive yoga. Until next time, bye-bye.